I'm gonna get this set up for a minute. I can even get the right distance away. I'll zoom it in post. I think we're good on that. Hello, it's your Drayson, ever sister Joey, and today we are playing Minecraft, which is something we haven't done in a long time. I rarely play Minecraft on this channel, but I play it often. So, yeah. And today I'm going to be showing a tour of the Five Nights at Freddy's map that I built at the end of 2023, and it took me like 2 months to build it, so we're going to go through it all. I'm sorry if like the mic quality isn't the best. It's because I'm like a little bit behind my phone right now. I'm filming the TV screen, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, whatever. You just gotta live with it. I know you can barely hear me, but whatever. Or maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, one day I just decided I wanted to make a Five Nights at Freddy's like hide and seek map, but then I wanted it to turn into something more than just that, so that's what this is. So yeah, this is the hub area, and I made it look like, so it's like a new Freddy Fazbear's is being built, but it's like under construction. So yeah, and I put some detail into it too. So there's like a archway or something gonna be built. There's pieces of it right here, little shipping containers right here, little traffic barrels filled with water and stuff, and maintenance lights, and they're still building the road. So yeah. It originally started as a hide-and-seek map, but it isn't exactly just that anymore. More on that once I get to the rules here right now. So, yeah, the rules are over here. Let's go in here. And, here we are. Alright, here we go. Welcome to FNAF RUN, a Five Nights at Freddy's mega map that can be enjoyed in many ways. Explore the multi-connecting places from not just FNAF, but other fandoms as well, all combined in one giant building. Roleplay anything, and in any way within the facility of the pizzerias. Play custom hide-and-seek games, PvP, regular FNAF, but with multiplayer, or anything else you can come up with. You make the rules for these games in particular. FNAF Run can also be used as a social hub for friends, or just any event or whatever. Or if you want to have like a convention or whatever, you can come on here too. This is just a normal world I have. It's not like an actual, like, server or anything like that, so that's not really a possibility for the convention thing, but it can be a nice little social hub for, like, me and my friends, too, whoever's, like, friends with me on the Xbox and all that. Alright, here are the ground rules, the rules you can't break in general. Don't find a way to change your game mode. It should always be set to adventure, unless I change it for you. Or unless if you ask or whatever. If you ask me, that's fine too. Play fair and be nice and have good morals. And have fun. That's really it. And this map was created and mostly built by me. And I had two helpers. Maxio 100 and Fawny. So yeah. And yeah, they helped me with, like, one area in particular. It's the Fawny-themed area. I'll cover that once we get over there. But yeah, for now, let's just enjoy the ride. Alright, let's go with the show. Oh yeah, so this map was originally just a hide-and-seek map. You know, like Minecraft hide-and-seek. You got, like, a seeker as to, like, find and kill the players and all that, who have to hide and run away. But it started as that, but then I realized, you know what? I'm making this way too big just to be that kind of game, and there's little nooks and crannies and hiding spaces in there that are very inconspicuous too. And it may seem too complicated for that kind of game, so I just went like, you know what? Let's make this just an anything game. Like, people can come here and decide how they want to play this map. They can do it to their heart's content. They want to roleplay this. They can use the FNAF locations to roleplay. They can play hide and seek. They can play hide and seek, etc., etc., all of that. So yeah, these chests are here for, like, bread. You need the bread to, like, move around because you're going to be running around a lot. It's that big. And this is, like, the swords for if you're playing hide and seek. The animatronics take the swords to kill the players and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, let's go inside Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. Pretty dark atmosphere. It took me 2 months to build everything here. But I did make little updates or like, made little, like, small new rooms or whatever as, like, time progressed since then, which is how it got so massive. You'll see what I mean once we actually start looking around at everything, but trust me when I say this, it is actually big. I want to say 90% of it was done by me, and, like, the other 10% was done by my 2 helper friends. So, yeah. So, this area, it's inspired by, like, this area right now. It's like the massive, like, dining hall that you see in, like, most FNAF games, but I made it in a way so it looks kind of universal to represent every single FNAF game, but combined into one pizzeria. So, like, it has, like, the archway from the movie right there, right here. So, there's, like, the archway from the movie. And, you know what? Let me turn off my black light, it'll be easier to see. Yeah, that's much better, that's much better. So yeah, that is the archway from the movie. That is the show stage. Sorry if, like, the camera looks a little, like, blurry or whatever. That happens whenever bright lights are shown onto it. You just gotta live with it, you know what I mean? You got Foxy's Pirate Cove right here. There's multiple of these. There's multiple show stages too. That's because, like said in the rules, there's multiple different FNAF locations, but kind of, like, meshed together in one giant facility. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to show you literally everything, and I have a pre-planned order for how I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna actually start in the kitchen after we're done with this room. So this is the behind the scenes for Foxy's show stage. This is how you get back out into the main room. This is behind the normal show stage where Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica would be. All the controls and stuff. Can you see that alright? I don't know if you can see that. It's, okay, yeah, it's very dark, but there's a bunch of, like, repeaters and stuff like that right there. And I think if you turn your brightness up, you can probably see most of the stuff that's in the dark, but, yeah. You know what, I'm gonna turn my brightness up real quick. Like, it won't look as intimidating, because it's supposed to look dark. That did nothing. Let me turn it to 100. Brightness. Oh yeah, you can see that a lot better on camera now. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, so this is the... So just pretend it looks darker than what you see now, but you can still see everything. This is the back control room. It looks a little too bright for me, but on the phone camera, it looks absolutely fine. So we are gonna start with the kitchen, which is over here. And all of this is related to the FNAF movie, the FNAF movie's kitchen. So in Minecraft, you can't really make a fan. There's no fans that exist in Minecraft, or unless if you do, like, the iron trapdoor thing with the lever to make, like, a desktop fan. That's what I did with the desks. But you can't make angled positions with those trapdoors, so I just had to use, like, a deep slate wall right there. And that represents, like, the fan. That's supposed to be the fan from the movie that you see Chica walking behind. This is the little fridge that Carl kills Carl in. Chica would be, like, standing right here. And the cupcake would be staying here from Chica, and then launch at Carl to here, and he's on the floor, blah, blah, blah. Then you got the freezer. Yeah, I put an ice block right there. This is supposed to be the freezer. And yeah, this is just the kitchen. Chicken kitchen. So after that, I made some custom little areas. This has like the brick pattern, the brick wall from like the movies, like back rooms and stuff like that. Like the back hallways, like of the pizzeria in the movie. There's all the lanterns and stuff like that, or the lights that flicker on and off in the beginning of the movie when the first security guard is about to get killed by Foxy or whatever. Then you go into here. It's another hallway. It's darker. And then you enter, well, we go in here. This is just a little parts and service room. Not really much in here. Nothing worth seeing in there. Then over here is just another hallway. This is just a storage closet. Nothing really in there. Just a bunch of, like, planks and stuff like that. Another closet or something. I don't know what it is. I just made it, you know what I mean? And this leads to the outside world. More on that later. And then you come back through here. And you are in the shipping container area. And there is a bunch of, like, what do you call these? Like, smooth stone slabs. Yeah. And I made that to make it look like a big garage door. This is, like, supposed to be, like, a big garage door where, like, trucks would come in with the shipping containers, the tractor trailers and all that, and they would just dump them out here. This is, like, the big storage area. And, that black thing up there, that's a camera. I'll show you that in a little bit. So you go around here, go back through the doors, and you're back here again. Nothing in that chest. Yeah, so in there's the kitchen, and we just went through this area. And it goes in a big circle. Just a really, really big circle. And then you come back in here. Same area. But instead of going down there, now let's go through these doors. Boom. We're in the parts and service room from the FNAF movie. This is the Torture Freddy chair thing. This is where Mike gets, like, strapped down. This is supposed to be, like, the Freddy head with, like, the freaking saws in it and stuff like that. I was about to grind his face up. There's a bunch of other little gizmos and all that here. This is, like, supposed to be... Oh, yeah, this is supposed to be Freddy. Like, Freddy standing up with the ghost kid in it, if you remember that from the movie. Then you got, the Shadow Freddy down there. You got... This is, Sparky. And then this is, like, some other animatronic right here, I think. Or was this Sparky and this is some other animatronic? I don't know. So anyways... Over here is a little desk, maybe where William Afton was plotting his evil doings. And then you got some stairs. And you go upstairs to get to the second level. You can overlook over the indoor balcony. Oh yeah, this room. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, so we're about to enter something really cool, okay? So you sneak under here. You press shift or press the... right analog stick to crouch, obviously. You go down here. You might take a bit of damage, but it's worth it. Ah, oh, dang it. I forgot to put some stone there. Oh, whatever. I'll do that someday. Now we're in the animatronic factory. But it's not just any animatronic factory. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's merchandising factory. The only reason why Fazbear Entertainment isn't dead. The money farm of products and merchandising. Welcome to Funko HQ. Yeah, Funko headquarters, and they have a freaking helipad and all. How delightful. And if you want to go back inside of the main pizzeria, you just go around here, around this barbed wire fence. And open Lala. And we're back here. So yeah. And also there was another room in the in the warehouse I want to show you, which means we have to go all the way back through what we just did again to get over there. I might have to cut this video into like 2 parts or something because it's gonna take a while for us to get through everything. Because I am going to show every single thing from this map. Okay, yeah, this leads to that. We're back in Funko HQ. Let me just get over here. Oh yeah, real quick before we see the secret room. There's a Five Nights at Candy's 2 reference right here. This is like the factory. And it shows like a little flash photography thing right there. The zombie head is supposed to be that one candy plush. And there it is. The secret room. What's behind it? Hello? It's a very dark hallway. Where would it lead to? The layout looks familiar. What do you notice about the layout, guys? What do you notice about it? Okay, so this is a very doled out Fazbear flooring pattern, but it stops right here, which means something was here and has been ripped out. Possibly a stage? Ooh, what about here? This looks like where restrooms might have been. Oh, look! Hallways! Yeah, it's just like a abandoned version of the FNAF 1 location. It's like if it was like condemned or something and like everything was just ripped out apart from like the skeletal structure of like the walls and stuff. And I have it like this to like show evolution of time because eventually this is going to be like something that isn't Freddy's. Why I made this room is like, what if I made like a different establishment or a different kind of building entirely, but uses the same structure as the FNAF 1's building layout? You know what I mean? Like, you know how like some like establishments go out of business and like when new ones replace that same building, it looks different but also has like the same walls and everything. Like it feels familiar but not at the same time. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, there's a little advertisement thing campaign for that. Please pardon our dust as we construct the new Diana's Star Buffet and Gaming Center. And we got freaking MTT Resort from Undertale. Da 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 da. Just a bunch of rooms. I'm not really gonna go into them. They literally all just have purple beds. Nothing really special. I got that Undertale in me. Welcome to the underground. How are your balls? If you wanna look around, give us your balls. This is the It's Raining Somewhere Else area. This is the main counter. Normally, if this were an Undertale map, if I made a complete Undertale map, that would lead to the core, but it just leads to the rest of Freddy's. The art counter. And now we go into Burger Pants' area. The goated guy. The goated cat. I'm probably not gonna really add anything here. This is just here for like a little showcase. As like a little reference. And I made little vents. I'm sure y'all know how to do this. But yeah. You press it. Go down. Flops you down. Bingo. And now we enter Walter. We're in the weed lab. Alright, we're in the meth lab right now. So this way takes you out to the ruins of Undertale. There's a little hole right there, where the running segment is, and Toriel hides behind that pillar. And we're going to retrace our steps backwards to the beginning of the ruins. So we came out at the end of the ruins, well, at least at the end of the chase sequence, and now we're retracing our steps backwards. So there's the dummy you gotta fight, there's the levers, there's the wrong lever, that Clover pole's in Undertale Yellow. And here's the door code. I should add little court steps right there, but I forgot to do that. This is where you face Flowey in for the first time. This is where Frisk falls, right here. This is the very start of Undertale right here. That actually looks out to the real sky, so that's cool. And that comes full circle back to here. And that's what that little tunnel was back there. So now, we can go back here and retrace our steps back into the abandoned FNAF location. And go backwards. There's also a vent in the meth lab that also goes to another location within the deeper parts of the areas we haven't seen yet, but I'm not taking that vent because I'm not going to show that right now, because we're not focusing on that part of the map right now, and we're instead focusing on the eastern side of the map for this video. In the next video, we'll do the western side of the map. There's a bit of open space right here, but whatever. I'll just leave it like that. Kinda gives me a... You know that really old Minecraft prison, like, map or whatever it's called? That, like, I got inspiration by that to, like, do this kind of vibe, you know what I mean? With these blocks. Cargo bay. Main area. Oh yeah, you can of course see the fan from the other side. So yay, this is where Chica would walk very slowly at when Carl was checking out something weird in the fridge and finding Carl the cupcake in there. Or as in the movie, he's really called Mr. Cupcake, but whatever. In our hearts, we all know he's Carl. Go up here. Okay, that takes you back to the... That door takes you back to the warehouse. And, this area, I did something cool right here. So, let's say you're playing, like, hide and seek, right? Let's say you're, like, an animatronic who's hiding up here. Let's say there's, like, the security guard or someone playing as a security guard running through the hallway. You can just jump down there and, like, intercept them. I think that was a cool idea. Up here is another little animatronic factory, I guess. This is that bridge that goes over the cargo bay. And there is a lever here. I don't remember if it does anything, but it's supposed to power on and off something, but I forgot what it was. And I'm scared to pull it. Hold on, I should go in spectator mode real quick and see what it is, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, reveal anything. Okay, it's literally connected to nothing. It's literally just connected to nothing. Oh, no, it is connected to something. What was that? I'm gonna check that out real quick. Hold on. It's been like a year since I put that there, so... Okay, so activated... Okay, it activated, like... Okay, the lever is here. The lever is there. Where's the redstone that connects to it? I heard a dropper sound. But I don't see a dropper. Huh? Okay, the lever is there. There should be redstone in this space, this space, this space, or this space, but there's nothing. What was that sound? I heard a dropper sound effect, like an empty dropper. What the hell? Oh, I spawned in the floor. Yeah, I just... whatever. Damn it. Hold on, let me go back up there. You know, I'll solve that mystery later on, okay? I'll do that later on. So we go back here. This is where we were. This is where I'm showing you at. I'm in spectator mode right now, so I can fly through this faster. And then you go through here. This is just some other endoskeleton room. So, yeah, that was entirely it for the kitchen-related area. So now we're going to go back to the main area. And I'll show you the semi-east side. We were at the absolute east side. Now I'm going to show you the semi-east side. Or all the rooms connecting to it. We will go back and forth, so, like, we're not gonna go, like, exactly only in the rooms in, like, this area of the map right now. But we will go into whatever is related to it. So, let's start off this way. There's, restrooms. There's 3 restrooms, one of them being a gender-neutral restroom. Here it is. So, it's got both a urinal and a toilet. Women! Oh, wait, no, all the restrooms are the same. Never mind. I was lazy. My bad, chat. This is the manager's office of, like, the whole place. This is, like, your little waiting room. I tried to make it feel like as much as, like, a principal's office as possible. You can't really sit here because Minecraft logic, but just pretend there's enough space for me to sit down there. But hey, at least me being on the table makes me look over you with my authority. So yeah, this is a fake woods. All of this is a super flat world, in case you haven't noticed. I'm sure you did, because we were just out by the warehouse, but duh. I just planted those, so whatever. I sound like the nerd emoji. And this. I missed the spot, whatever. Oh, yeah, whatever. This is a reference to the classic Minecraft Five Nights at Freddy's map. It's the one that Dan TDM played. And it has, like, the little, like, glowstone lamp in the middle. And it has the 2 doors on the side. I don't know what the glowstone lamp ever was there for. I guess it was just supposed to be, like, maybe to represent cameras, something like that. I don't know. But you go through here. And, now we're actually in the real semi-east side of the map. We're gonna go down here first. We'll also go down there, but I won't show you anything past, what's beyond that blinking light. So we go in here. You know, it's better if this is connected to something that's already down here, so I'm gonna show you anyway. Okay, not this blinking light, but there's like a Fredbear's location in there. And then there's a gigantic red hallway next to it. We're not going to go in the red hallway until later on, either at the end of this video or the beginning of the next video. So, in here, that is FNAF 3, and this is FNAF 2. And this FNAF 2 is specifically a reference to, like, that one, like, Minecraft animated music video with, like, the puppet in it. It was, the puppet song. I tried to make it look as, like, Minecraft X FNAF core as possible. So, like, I purposely made it so, like, it doesn't look like I'm actually trying to make it look as FNAF as possible. I try to make it look like the music videos, like the animated music videos that Enchanted Mob used to make back in the day or whatever, if you know what I'm talking about. I know I'm saying a bunch of, like, alienating not alienating, a bunch of alien stuff to new viewers right now, but whatever. Get used to nerd culture. I'm weird. Get with it. I don't care. Alright, this is arcades. Oh yeah, the style of these arcade machines is actually something that inspired me because these are actually the designs of Maxio100 and Fawny, who are the other two helpers who helped me make this. And they actually taught me that this is indeed factually a much better arcade way to build arcades. Because the way I would do it, I would just, like, put 2 blocks in the item frame and consider that done. But no, this actually looks pretty much better and more simple, and makes it look more like an arcade machine, but yeah. So yeah, this is supposed to be, like, the FNAF 2, like, exaggerated Minecraft version, I guess you could say. Like, this is, like, the Minecraft version of FNAF 2, so yeah. This is Mangle's room. The general dining area. That's the stage. Like, it's meant to look not as detailed on purpose. I already explained this, but I wouldn't say it again because I'm autistic like that. Yeah, it's, like, inspired from the music video, so, like, back then, on, like, YouTube, there was a bunch of, like, Minecraft, like, trends where they made, like, FNAF music videos and stuff like that. And, they didn't really have many stuff, like, in the background of, like, the walls and stuff like that in the videos, so I wanted to mimic that for nostalgia reasons, so I just didn't add the clouds. There's no blue or anything like that. There's no, like, markers for, like, the animatronics to be on. The animatronics aren't even in here. And, there's also this thing, this little design right here, which was in the music video for, like, the puppet song with the Minecraft animation, but it's not actually in the FNAF 2 game. So, yeah. There's puppet stocks. There's a bunch of, like, these random, like, glass column things, because you see them everywhere in that, like, FNAF 2 Minecraft thing in the music video for some reason, but yeah. Restrooms. I consider myself both genders. Well, really no gender, because gender honestly... okay. Gender honestly doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm just a person, you know what I mean? Like, who cares about gender? Just be a human being. That's all you need to be. Alright? I'm not gonna label myself as anything. So I can go in any restroom. So this is women's restroom. Yada yada yada. These are the party rooms. I thought I saw something for a minute. I know it looks a little bland, but that's kind of how, like, the Minecraft music videos made it look. I actually just now decided to have that painting there, like, literally right before making the video, but, you know, I think it looks better now that it's gone, so whatever. So yeah, you got the hallway lights. What? Flip. Sorry, I meant to say flip. I'm trying my best not to swear in this video because I know kids are gonna be watching this because it's a Minecraft FNAF video. Yes, I'm trying to take extra precautions for like some videos I swear in, others I don't. I'm not a perfectly clean channel. I used to just swear all the time, but now I'm trying to make it so like me swearing depends on the kind of video I'm making. I do apologize, I halfway said the F word. I will try my best not to say it again, it just slipped out, so whatever. Yeah, whatever. We're human, we're not perfect, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll show you that later on. Oh, wait, yeah. Frick, so you remember that weed room, right? That weed room, that was by the Undertale area? This is where it leads to, right here. This is that later on section where it leads to. I remember it leading to somewhere else, but it actually just leads to here, so, yeah, I was thinking of a different ventilation shaft, my bad. So yeah. That other vent just leads to here. So, like, the left vent, it can go to that party room or that distant weed room, or, and while this vent is just the standard vent that leads to this party room. And you got parts and service. Yep. As a kid, I always thought parts and service I always thought it was differently shaped. So, like, okay, so imagine, like, the way I imagined Parts and Service as a kid, I know it actually isn't, like, this is how Parts and Service actually looks in FNAF, but I used to always think, so, the camera would be here, right? I always imagined, the door was right there. So, like, when you would walk in through the door, it would look like this. Pretend this door isn't here, pretend the door is actually here, and the rest of the, like, FNAF 2 location is down that way. This is how I thought it looked. And the camera would be right here, and the door was just barely out of sight on the right side of the camera of Cam 8. But, no. Cam 8 would be right here, right above the door, actually. Yeah. Cam 8 is right above the door in the actual game of FNAF 2. Yeah, now we go this way. Actually, did I show everything that way? I did, yeah. Yeah, this just leads you to the prize counter and all. And this is the arcade area, because, like, for some reason in FNAF 2 there's no kitchen or arcade section. Like, how do they make money, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just made my own little arcade area. There's still no kitchen, but whatever. And this is how we get to this area, which is like a little back utility area. It's really just a filler area. This has no purpose other than to, like, get around. Then we go down... sorry. Then we go down here. Actually, no, we go up here. Wait. Wait, what? Where am I going? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. I know where I am. The beginning of FNAF 2 is back down this way. And now I'm going to show you FNAF 3. Which will also lead us to Fredbear's as well. We got some knockdown arcades right here. There's going to be fire here, so that's cool. Yes, this leads us to... I'll come back here, There's more to see here. But this takes us to a little outside area. Not much here. It's just a little area. I might fix that, I don't know. There's really nothing out here. And this takes us to Fredbear's. Remember what I said about the red hallway? We're not going down that yet. And, yes, this is a reference to the Amazing Digital Circus's hallway, if you've seen that. So, yeah. And, we'll see what's on the other side of that tunnel, or hallway, more than likely in the next part. Because there's still a lot of things to see over here. Before we see all this, there's not much there anyway, but, yeah. Let's go back to where it would begin. So I'm going to retrace my steps entirely. Wrong area. Alright, so where would it be? Where would the entrance to that area be? And... Aha! Alright, so yeah, we're back here. This is FNAF 3. This is the entrance to FNAF 2, and we stopped right here, and this is Fredbear's. So, this is just the back hallways of Fredbear's. This is supposedly the back room, where I think I made this to be the back room where they have to kill the kids, stuff like that. This is my interpretation of what Fredbear's may have looked like. I know Fredbear's was probably the FNAF 1 location, but this is like my own unique take on what Fredbear's would look like. This is the FNAF 1 office looking thing, but in Fredbear form. There's really not much to see in these little back areas. It's just a bunch of rooms. I'm not going to show them all. Pretty much what you've already seen in our little storage rooms is exactly what you're going to see in every other room in this little area. Restroom, and back area. What the hell? Oh yeah, it's a little hallway that leads to here. And this is parts and service of Fredbear's. Nothing here. Because I don't think anyone's really going to spend that much time over here. And then we go to the main stage. This is where Fredbear and Spring Bonnie would be. Main area, arcade, blah 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 blah. You get it. So yeah, that is all of Fredbear's, and we'll see that later on. We're not gonna go there immediately because we got some stuff we haven't seen yet from way back over there. So yeah, we're gonna go back, retrace our steps, and we're gonna look through more of FNAF 3. So we already went through that hallway down to here. Oh wow, those flickering lights kind of look like there's like mobs over there, but there's really not. I think I have it on peaceful mode, but even then I know for a fact I had it so mobs can't spawn. So yeah, it just looks like FNAF 3, a bunch of random stuff here, arcade machines, all like donkey and all that, you know what I mean? It actually feels unnerving being back here again. I had, about a year ago, I thought about like I was actually in the process of doing this. I was gonna have like little I was gonna hide around like command blocks disguised as like arcade machines, and you press a button on it, and you can actually play the FNAF 3 minigames, but in like Minecraft forms, like first person. I actually completed one of them, but I forgot where BB's Air Adventure was. I don't even know if I linked like a command block to it yet, but I remember it. Actually, I think I did. I think it's somewhere in here in FNAF 3 somewhere. If we do, I don't think I made it so you can teleport back here. So if you get in BB's Air Adventure, you're just stuck there forever. But if we find out, I'll show you anyway, because I can just fly back here in creative mode or like spectator mode. We already seen this area. It's like a maze, you know what I mean? It's even complicated for me. Oh yes. This jack-o'-lantern's supposed to represent that one like Chica head that's in the hallway. If you played FNAF 3 and know that. All the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that on the poles and stuff are supposed to be like the animatronic like decorations and stuff. You got that's supposed to be the Foxy head or something. Yeah, the Foxy head. And you got these like little four-way like indent areas that are kind of useless, but they're there for decoration. I forgot to add the vents, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Too much work to deal with, especially when I got my like more important stuff to do for the 2025 projects and stuff like that. And then we end up here, which is the edge of FNAF 3. And this is where the FNAF 3 office is. And that leads us to sister location. And it wraps around. So like, it goes around here. You go through this way, and it just loops you back around to this area, back to FNAF 3. And yeah, we've pretty much seen everything of FNAF 3. Actually, no, we haven't, because we didn't see the fire yet. I want to go back in there. There was an area where I remember putting like a bunch of fire and stuff, and it was like really hard to navigate around. I hear it though. I hear the fire. Oh, there it is. There's the fire. Breathe that fire again, 'cause I don't mind if you don't mind. 'Cause I don't shine if you don't shine. Before you drop, tell me what you find. Can you read my mind? I don't think I really put anything over here. Oh yeah, this was gonna be the arcade machine with BB's Air Adventure on it, but I didn't put the button on it. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna make it easier on myself. I'm just gonna go in spectator mode. Just show you through it all. Fire. We didn't start the fire. Da 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 da, and the flames get higher. We didn't start the fire. Da 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 da. There's this jump scare. Rah! So we're back in here. I might move the camera in a second because I gotta check the time. I don't intend... I'm not gonna have these videos from any longer than, like, an hour long each. Actually, let me check it right now. Oh, it's 45 minutes. Alright. I'll let this run for about maybe 15 more minutes. That should be fine. I don't plan to edit these videos or anything. So, like, I'm just gonna have these videos as the way they're recorded as. Like, there's no edits, no nothing in this. Like, you're just watching raw footage for this entire video. And I'm doing that because it'll upload to YouTube easier. Because the editing app I use for my phone, VLLO, it kind of takes, like, extra storage when you edit with it for some reason. I had to figure more on that out. So, yeah, we're in this location area. This is this location. And we are in, we're in a... What's this called again? Baby circus, like, area? No, what's it called? Baby's control area? Circus baby control area. Whatever it's called. Yeah, this is where Circus Baby would be. She's never here in the game. This is in there is a little office space where you have to, like, duck under the desk and hide from, like, the biddy bads and stuff like that. Yeah, let's go this way. This is, Ballora and Funtime Freddy's area because I didn't have enough space for, I didn't have space to put, I put this location area crammed in between two really big things, so I couldn't make a full-on location, so I had to, like, scrunch down, like, the bigger rooms of this location into, like, a smaller size. So that's why, Ballora and Funtime Freddy's stage are in the same room. And, because immediately right next to it, it's, like, the FNAF 3 hallway. You can go under here, and you are in the main control area. And this is supposed to be okay, so recently, I don't know how recent ago, but I remember it was, like, before the texture change of monster spawners. These used to look more like actual vent grates, but they changed it, so there's, like, a weird, like, mob head on it, or like a monster demon head on it now, so it doesn't look as, like, ventilation-y, but I guess you could say, like, the monster head could be, like, the middle of the propeller fan that's in there, or something like that, in the ventilation shaft. As you can see, there's no, like, way to get out behind us, but there is a way to go out that way, and I'll show you that in a minute. You go down this way, you're in Funtime Freddy's, what? You're in Funtime Foxy's area? Funtime Foxy's area? This is supposed to be the scooper, I think? Oh yeah, that's a ventilation shaft that you can, like, crawl into. It actually works, like, with the other one that was attached to the weed area. And, this is one of the areas you can drop down in. And you go in here, and you're in the scooper room. You're in the scooping room. This is supposed to be the scooper. Hi, scooper. Don't scoop my innards out, please. This is the conveyor belt. That's where you would see Ennard and all the gangly parts scooping you alive. This is where you would put the animatronic on to be sent to the scooping room. So this is where you would, edit Circus Baby in and all that. In Night 5. And this is the restricted room. So this is like the boss fight with Ennard's room. You can't go in that vent. That's just a little blast furnace. Because there wasn't enough room to put an actual vent up there. There's a lot of stuff. Like this location area is like crammed in basically in between everything in this map. We're not in the middle of the map per se, but we are like in the middle of it when it comes to how crammed up we are. So, like, everything that's bigger surrounds this one area. Everything was built around this, kind of. This location area was, it wasn't one of the first rooms I made, but it was one of the rooms that I thought would be a good, like, starting point to build off from and reunite with the beginning area, and I just spread it off from there. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, remember I put, like, a chest in here a while ago, and there was, like, a thing where I used to hide, like, around, like, pumpkins, so you could, like, wear Freddy masks or something like that to, like, to scare off the animatronics or whatever, or people who would be the seekers, but, I gave up that idea. This would be, the custom night, Funtime Foxy stage. There's a little gas cans. You know, the FNAF 4 sleep paralysis gas that makes the kid hallucinate stuff. And, yeah. In this hallway, I'll go into that in a little bit. We go in here, and this is where Springtrap is. Little stinky Bob. Little stinky bubby. Stinky affin. Yeah, bunch of blood spillages there. Excuse me. And, yeah, that's where we reunite. Oh god, that scared me. That's where we reunite with the FNAF 2 and FNAF 3 areas. And this leads all the way back to the very beginning. So this is like the FNAF 1 area, and this would lead all the way back to the start. So, yeah. But there's one more area in this location that we haven't seen yet, and it's going to take us in a big circle. So once we get through our little ventilation shaft that we haven't seen in the control modules this location yet, it'll loop us all the way back around to the start anyway. So the entire map's just a big circle. That's really it. Well, it's a bunch of circles intertwining with each other is what it is. They're a bunch of, like, circles. They're basically, like, this map's, like, pathway configuration is basically a bunch of Venn diagrams combined with and overlapping with each other. That's basically what it is. So there's, like, multiple pathways to get back to, like, one area if you ever get lost. So yeah, we were just in the control modules this location, and now we are in another FNAF 2 parts and service area, which is completely different from that other one. And it takes us back here, and if we walk backwards from that parts and service area, it takes us back to the beginning. So yeah, it just loops all the way back around behind these walls right here. So, starting from here, we're back in this little hallway right here. If you look down here, you can see a different area. This is supposed to look like a more under construction kind of FNAF 2 area. It's kind of different. You can see into the little ventilation shaft back there. But it's one that you can sprint in. So, like, you know, all you gotta do is, like, duck and then run. And this is for, like, if you want to, like, get around faster or whatever. They're more or less events, but they're, like, really tall events. This is for, like, getting around the entire facility faster. You can also, like, sneak attack on hiders easier that way, if you were playing hide and seek or something like that. Like I said, this isn't really a hide and seek map anymore, but if you wanted to do that, you can. And also, watch this. Camera systems activate. We are in the camera module. Hell yeah. Alright, so we got the cargo bay. We can see into the cargo bay. Remember how I mentioned that little weird black thing up in the ceiling was a camera? This is what I mean. You can look down and see if there's anyone running around or is, like, trying to look for you. All you gotta do is look for the button to go back. Now we're in vent 1. This is the ventilation shaft, or, like, that little sprint vent that's actually, like, that we were just in. So, like, if I squatted down here, just past where you can see is that window that is behind that FNAF 2 office chair, the second one. This is FNAF 1 hallway, which is so this is the hallway that leads straight to the Funtime Foxy side of this location, and somewhere along the right wall is the little, like, hallway that takes you to Fredbear's and FNAF 2 and FNAF 3 and all that. So you can tell because there's the flickering light right there. All you gotta do is look down, and you're back. Then you got the entrance, which is the entrance to the map. So those double doors, it leads to, like, the hub, like the outside where the giant Freddy head is. And yeah, you can see if anyone has just joined or has just entered the map. And now we got Monty Golf, which I have not shown yet, but I will in this video. That's coming up next, actually. Yeah, there's a Monty Golf, and I'll get to that in a few minutes, because it's pretty close. So yeah, now let's go back, and we're back here. I'm not going to show you the vents, because that'll just take us to, like, random locations throughout the pizzeria, so instead I'm just going to, like, walk on foot. So, yeah, starting from here. Oh yeah, I forgot this. This is a light. That's a light to show the animatronics in the hallway. But yeah, if you go through this little door right here, this takes us to this hallway. There's a storage closet right here with nothing in it, of no use and value. And that takes us back to here, which is the first area you see after walking out of this FNAF 2 parts and service room that leads out from this location. And if you go through here in this way, you go up, and it takes you to a doghouse area. And I think this is supposed to be a reference to, like, Fetch or something like that, but I don't fully remember. It was something dog-related with FNAF, but I don't fully remember. I think it was a Fetch reference, but you can, like, hide in here. And, this is a very sneaky hiding spot, but it is a dead end, so you gotta be careful if anyone's trying to catch you there. Oh yeah, and if someone's just coming up here, you can sort of sneak away, but you'll make a loud noise, so they'll notice anyway. But as they're coming up the stairs, and when they're coming up here, they won't see you until it's too late. You go down here and run. That's all you gotta do. That's why I designed that little platform for. So yeah, now we're gonna go in here, and we are now in the FNAF 6 vents. And there's another camera module here, but I was too lazy to put like a... Not every camera module is gonna have like an actual functioning camera system, because I don't want a bunch of players teleporting around everywhere. So yeah, it wasn't, well, it was that and because I'm lazy, but more so because I don't want a bunch of people teleporting around everywhere, because I don't want them to just like look at everything through cameras instead of actually being there to experience it for themselves, you know what I mean? And I believe this vent leads us back to, yeah, this is the same one. This is the same exact vent. If we go down that way, that takes us back to the camera module room, which is right next to that second FNAF 2 area. This vent, okay, this is one of the cameras we actually saw. This is that one vent we looked through. And down there is a different area, which I'll show next. Not right now, but I'll show it next. You know what? Let's take a break from the FNAF 6 area, because that leads on to the center of the map. And leading on to the western side of it, too. So, how about we just go through here real quick, to this side. So yeah, this is like a different little area. This is, and if you go through here, to the little playground area, you're back at the start. So yeah, so start from here, there's a little area. Actually, let me show you this real quick. There's a Puppets music box area. This is very early in concept, but I figured it didn't work as much as it should have, but... basically my idea from back when this was just a hide-and-seek map is that you would play a disc in the music box as a security guard and run away from the animatronics. And if the music box ever ran out, and if you didn't come back to rewind it, or, like, put the disc back in before the song ended, then, you have to let the animatronics kill you, and you have to just stand still until you're found, or whatever, or something like that. There it is. I have item drops activated on, so you can actually get it off. It's on good disc 13. I chose 13 instead of 11 because it's just longer while still being creepy. And I think it's also longer than disc 5 too, which is why I did that. This is that prize counter area we saw us coming out of the vent in. This game can actually be scary if you're, like, playing with, like, just, like, one friend or whatever. I remember the first time I test played this with a friend, and, we had, our in-game, player names off, so we couldn't see each other through the wall, so it was even more scary or whatever, and even more intimidating. And we also, turned off the in-game music while having all the other sound effects at 100, so it was just... So it just sounded like real life, so there was, like, no music in the background or whatever, but everything else was there. And I remember I was going through one of the vents, and I saw his silhouette running right at me, and I was, like, panicking. I just, like, darted away. I tried to run, and it ended off when we were in this, like, play structure, which is reminiscing to the security breach play structures. And he caught me in it and absolutely scared the hell out of me. It was awesome. I love that. I wish I could do that again, but unfortunately, not many friends of mine play Minecraft, and fewer play the edition I play on, Bedrock Edition. So, yeah. Anyways, let's explore the play structure. I'm actually getting creeped out right now. I want to turn a light on. I want to turn a light on right now. I'm home alone. Oh my god, Stop it, Joey. You're creeping yourself out. Stop it. You know what? Fuck it. Ah, dang it! I said the F word again. Okay, whatever. I gotta turn the black light back on. I'm sorry I swore. I'm just really paranoid right now. I'm trying to keep this as family friendly as possible, but things just slip up. When I'm making family friendly content for my channel, it's not easy because I swear all the freaking time. But I edit it out usually, so you don't hear me swearing. I swore a lot during the Beeswax Elementary pilot, so I had to do a bunch of retakes of me doing my voice or whatever. But because this is completely unedited, there are some trigger warnings in this video of me swearing, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah. But yeah, we're in a play structure. This is a little glass area, you know, those glass little domes, kids just chilling. I did not like that cave noise. You can look into there. I always found, like... Okay, so, like... I've always found, like, really dark nighttime closed, like, McDonald's play structures creepy when it's not just dark in there, but when there's, like, a distant light showing the rest of the building. Like, have you ever, been at, like, that one place, that one childhood place, that, like, an activity center, like a place with, like, a bunch of, like, indoor inflatables, that, like, bounce houses and bounce castles and stuff like that, or, like, a McDonald's play structure, or anything activity related to, like, practical stuff like that that's indoors meant for little kids? Have you ever been in that one little, like, playground, indoor playground area, where there's just that one little back, ominous-looking corner, that's really dark for no reason at all, that's, like, separated from everything else? That's the exact vibe I try to give for this entire area. Like, it feels, like, abandoned almost, you know what I mean? Like, maybe there's, like, one little vent in the corner. Like, it's at the absolute top left corner of, like, the McDonald's room. Like, they just try to shove that particular play structure tubing in that one little corner of the room, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is that little green piece that overlooks the main diner area of the whole facility. Oh yeah, I did this on purpose. So like, this is again what I'm talking about. You know how sometimes you're like in the play structures at McDonald's, you look out the roof of the play structure, and then you see the actual like ceiling of the McDonald's above you, and then it makes you realize you're not in a fantasy world or whatever. You're actually just in real life, and you're inside a plastic tubing or whatever. Yeah, I want to give that vibe. This red tubing goes back to that little area you saw before. And this goes to here. This is another little complete glass dome or whatever. It can be terrifying when you're playing with friends, trust me. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating that, but trust me, it can actually be terrifying. I've test played. That's not just me, like being egotistical about my own game or whatever. It is actually scary. Because I test played this like a few times, and it is actually... It's scaring me just being alone in here, okay? It actually is. I'm not exaggerating. But yeah, there is the other side to the play structure that leads you out to right here. And there's a little area right here that leads you out to here. So this little playground area, this is where you put your shoes in, whatever. You start off here, play structure. You go here. There's a little random stage right there. With, there's nothing in there, but... Actually, no, that's a vent. Yeah. That overlooks to some animatronic stage. I don't know who'd be there. I tried to make it also look like... So it's like a building that's trying to look kid-friendly, but still has that unsettling feeling to it. So, like, I didn't, like, cover up, like, the tubing, the obvious tubing in the ceiling or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's not all just, like, blue or whatever. And you go into here. This is another prize counter. That's the vent we came from a little bit earlier. A few little arcade machines, not too many. There's also a little socks and shoes storage bin right there, so you can go up and play in there. And then there's a different kind of like arcade thing I put here, a little racing game, I think, or something like that. And this is a little hideaway area. I guess it's like a last resort decision or something like that if you want to hide here or whatever, for whatever reason. Or maybe when you're role-playing, that could be, like, the one, like, little space that a new character pops out of or something like that. And now we're Monty Golf! And the camera is right there. And it's actually playable, too, so that's good news. The reason why it's yellow, the reason why all the holes are yellow, not holes, no. The reason why it's all yellow is because, like, I wanted the, like the non-playable grass to be this, like, Sonic the Hedgehog kind of, like, vibe or whatever. But when I tried that with, like, the carpet, I realized, wait, maybe some people probably can't see where you're supposed to aim at, so... Yeah, that's why I decided to use yellow. And the only reason why I didn't use brown to represent as dirt or whatever is because it looks like crap. You know what I mean? And also there's already brown right here, so whatever. The best color I had in my head at the time was yellow. And also yellow was a standard, like, color and, like, terrain for, like, 80s arcade games anyway, so whatever. We're not gonna play the game, but whatever. Then, okay, that's, Monty's Gairgoff's camera right up there. And after that, you go in here. Okay? And this takes you to Fonny's Pizzeria. This is the pizzeria, where one of my, FNAF fan friends, Fonny, aka Dino, was, he has this, like, animatronic OC, called Fonny. It's like a red, pirate, bunny with, like, a mangle head on the shoulder or something like that. I think it's really cool. I remember, him and I played in... Okay, let me tell you how... Like, again, this is the true origin story of Damsels in Distress. Or it used to be called The Lives of Destiny, okay? This is the true origin story. It was because of Fonny. You created Damsels in Distress, buddy, and I appreciate you for that. So, yeah. We played Animatronic World once upon a time on Roblox, and he had this dragon variant of his OC, and I thought it was really cool, so I made my own version of it, but with Amethyst. And then it just took off from there, and that's when I was like, wait, what if Amethyst as a dragon rabbit had some lore with that? And that's where it all began. That's where Damsels in Distress all began in 2022. Yeah, so this is a location based on Fonny's OC. This is actually the location that was actually really mostly only done by Max and Fonny. I barely did this. This place was mostly done by them. And here's the squad. This is a space that's supposed to be one of their friends, but I don't know them. This is me as Amethyst. This is Fonny, and this is Max, who has an OC called Boxy. Yeah, so there's the prize corner, there's an arcade area down here, there's a minecart above here that goes over a detector rail that has a flickering light right there every 30 seconds. They did a much better job than the prize counter than I did. I'm sure there's more advanced ways to do it, but I prefer simplicity, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't do the advanced stuff. And, you see this vent right here? If you go down here, it'll take you... This event will take you to the FNAF 6 events! And that is why I didn't want to come down here. Earlier on, because I didn't want to miss out on the stuff that we just saw. So yeah, there's a bunch of vents right here, FNAF 6 vents. I'll show you all of Fonny's, but I won't show you, the pathways that lead to everything else from Fonny's, because Fonny's location, I would say, has the most connections to every other part of the map than any other room, aside from, the main room and sister location. So yeah. So this is the main show stage. Go back here. You know the rest. Parts and service. And, the kitchen is interesting. Max did it by himself, and the work speaks for itself. Kinda interesting. More appliances than there needs to be, but whatever. I like the style. It's alright. It's very Minecrafty. And we have 2 gender-neutral restrooms with this. Okay, it was confirmed by Max, who built this, that this is not a mirror. This is just a window, so you can see the other person taking a poo right across from you. So you can have a little pooing competition, mate. I think it's really epic. Oh yeah, this is a reference to like one of those like indoor inflatable parks or whatever I used to go to all the time, the bounce house. This is one of those like ones where you can like race a friend or whatever and go through them. There's a yellow side and a green side. You bounce your way through, and first one to the bottom again wins. Like the first one to slide to the end wins. You got 2 ladders right here. The opponent would go on that side. You bounce over here, press a button. You bounce down, and mango potato, you won, hopefully. You go over here, and there's a cinema over here. It was also a little bounce house right there, but it's kind of meh, whatever. These are the movies that are playing right now. We're not going to enter this hallway right now, but I will show you this in part 2. I'll do that tomorrow. This is the projector room, the film projector room. And there is a movie theater back there, which would theoretically show the movies, including FNAF, that came out in 2023. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this later, in part 2. We go through here. That's where oh yeah, there's a camera system in Fonny's too, and that's one of the cameras. I'll show you that next. There's another little bounce house in there, but it's just the one you jump up and down in. It's nothing special. I'm not going to show you that. You go back here. This is where the back utility rooms are. I don't even know what half of these rooms are supposed to be, because half of them are... Oh, yeah, I forgot. That was going to be a party room. Half of the rooms are empty. This takes you back here. And this is Chetty's room. Chetty is also someone who I haven't met yet, or probably won't, because I don't know why, but for some reason, Max and Fonny just kind of stopped talking to me. I don't know why, it was kind of random. It was like, it was random, you know what I mean? Like, we were just talking, like, it's like that thing where, like, you play with your friend on Xbox or whatever, or play Minecraft with your friends, and they're like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, or whatever, and then you just, like, and then it says, like, last played 10 years ago, or something like that, you know what I mean? That's the same scenario as this. Like, they just completely wiped face off of the internet, it looks like, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened to them, but it's probably just, like, personal life stuff, you know what I mean? They're kids who are growing up, so, whatever. So Chetty is, like, a friend of them, I guess, who has, like, another OC, and this is where they would be at. I think I did this room, because I remember doing, like, the bars as wires and stuff like that. And over here is Fonny's manager room. I remember we also made, like, one video together in this, too. It was originally going to be, like, a full-on series, but because, like, for some reason, Fonny just stopped, like, being active, like, at all. It wasn't just him, like, stopping talking to me. He was just, like, not active, like, at all, you know what I mean? But yeah, we made one video in here, and it was on his channel. It was, like, a pilot episode to what was going to be, like, a Minecraft roleplay series of, like, Fonny's, like, location or whatever. But it ended shortly on the pilot episode because, like, bro just dipped off the internet. I don't know what happened, but yeah. There's a random little storage room back here. And, yeah, let's check out the rest of the back areas. Frick. That's another ventilation shaft. I'll drop you down here. Little storage room, whatever. This is Xander's repair room. Xander is another friend of Fonny and Max. A green OC. I think it was like alligator or something like that. Like Monty, kind of, but not really. And now we're in the office. We're in the office of Fonny's. And then when you press this, camera systems. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Max actually did this, and I placed the buttons for him, and that's why it's bigger, because his building style is like different from mine. But I like to make it so you can actually access the buttons closer. But I think big spaces look kind of cool too. You know what I mean? It looks pretty big and ominous and impressive. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got the bedroom. Bedroom, is that? There's a bedroom. Oh, this is the FNAF 4 bedroom! That's right! I'll show you that later, in the next part. I'm about to end the video after I show you, like, the general area of Fawnies. Circus Terminal is also going to be a location we're going to see in the next part. It's a massive sister location looking room, and it's based on, what I was hoping this location was going to look like, but it actually didn't look like it. Like, this is what I was hoping this location was going to basically look like based on the teaser images. And that is when I was just starting to becoming a FNAF fan and trying to get over the trauma of the Toy Chica jump scare. Want more information? Watch the My Nostalgia Retrospective series on the FNAF topic, and you'll see where I'm coming from on that. It's a playlist. So, yeah. Fawnies Hallway. Yeah, this is that camera I pointed out earlier on a few minutes ago. That was by the bounce houses. And there's one more, which, overlooks to, the diner area, which is, like, the main area of Fawnies. And, yeah, that's it for the camera systems. Oh, yeah, I was, like, puzzled why there was, like, two little, like trap doors there, but I remember. This is, like, to stop anyone from coming in. That's kind of cool. You can shut the doors. The reason why they're buttons and not levers is because the idea was that you can hold them down and just keep them shut. But you can just glitch through the doors anyway when they're open for that split second. I don't know. I might change them to levers because this isn't just a hide-and-seek map anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. They were actually really meant to be used to stall. Like, the idea wasn't so you could, like, keep pressing it and holding it down. The real idea was that they would come there. Let's say I'm a security guard. I'm running away from the animatronic who's trying to kill me. AKA the seeker trying to kill the hider. And I press this and run. So that stalls them for about a few seconds. You know what I mean? So there's more distance between us. I'm talking forever, mate. That's a vent. I'll show you that in the next video. And we go through here. That vent connects back to here. And, you know, I'll show you the vent real quick. So, yeah, there's a vent that goes to the right, and that connects back to the office of Fawnies. So, yeah, that literally just leads back to the office. And then you go down here. And now, this is going to be the room we're going to end the video off of. This is going to be the last area I'm going to show. We are in this is location elevator room. Please press the big red and obvious button. You know, I should do that. I should like replace that button with like a. I think I built this before like mangrove buttons were a thing. I was gonna originally use acacia, but it looked too orange and didn't look impressively red enough. So I think I'll do that. Actually, I think I might replace that button with like a mangrove red button. Or like a nether, like, wood red button or something like that. I think I waited for Mangrove to come out because in, like, the trailers it looked the most red to me or something like that. Then there's a vent that leads into the FNAF 4 hallway. This vent takes you back to Fawnies. And through this hallway, takes you to Circus Terminal. I'll show you that later. I'm not going to show you that in this video. I'll let that, I'll enter those areas, like, in the next video. In this hallway, this takes you back to Fawnies. And that is the end of this part. So yeah, wait for part 2 tomorrow. It'll be, like, more than, probably about 24 hours from now. Maybe slightly less. Oh yeah, also, this is one of the only rooms that does this. I had it so, like, you can tell what time of day it is. When it's night, the lights go out. And when it's day, the lights are on. So you can tell what time of day it is in here. But yeah. Thank you for watching this little tour of the FNAF Run map so far. And I'll see you in part 2. Goodbye!